Welcome to the Cash Money Dream Podcast. Your boy Kash. Today's a good day. You know what I mean? So we in this motherfucker. Shout out to all the women. Shout out to our followers. Shout out to everybody. Like and subscribe on all our platforms. We got a special guest in the building. CC. How you doing?
I'm good. Hey.
What's going on with you? Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Definitely not shy.
Don't be shy, because a lot of women out here walking around with, and it's very dangerous out there.
Got it.
So shout out to everybody sending me messages. Like I said, like and subscribe. We're gonna be in the building. We're gonna be talking about some crazy shit going on, from some videos that I've seen and some videos that were sent to me. I got my special guest here. We're gonna introduce CC, see what she does. I know she's in the makeup business. She does beauty products and all this stuff like that. So would you like to tell them your name, your age, where you from, and your nationality? Are you single? Are you not? The world would like to know. And if you don't want to give all that information off, it's okay. But some people might even say, what's the body count? But don't worry about that. We're not going to get into that detail.
Yeah, no.
So talk to us. Where you from?
Well, hey, I'm Cece.
Hey, Cece.
I am 31.
Okay.
And thriving.
31. Whoa.
Denied.
Are you sure?
Stop it. Yes. Okay.
31 is it's pretty up there, huh?
Okay. It's 31. Anyways, I'm from Arizona.
Arizona?
Yes.
Hot as fuck out there.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
I'm a native, so.
Are you?
Yes. I am native and African American.
You're native and African American. Which side do you like the best?
That's a really good question.
That is a great question.
Gotcha, bitch.
On that one.
We're gonna wait.
What are we?
I mean, I obviously native people are amazing people, and it's just obviously it's a beautiful mix. What do you guys like cooking on both sides? So on the food side, which side do you go for? The native side or the black side?
Definitely the native side.
Hey, what's give me a meal that's real good in the native community.
I mean, the Navajo tacos, you can't go wrong.
The what?
The Navajo tacos,
Oh man, I never had one.
fry bread.
It's amazing.
Yes.
I gotta try that.
So good. I want one right now, actually.
Okay, maybe we can order it.
It is pretty good.
Wait, you had some?
Fry bread?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Navajo taco.
Have you ever had a Navajo taco?
No, I haven't had the taco, but the fry bread, yeah, it's good.
Are y'all vaccinated to have that?
We're Gucci.
Oh,
We're Gucci, baby. We're Gucci.
Oh man, okay. All right, so
Get some help.
that's Jordan right there. We had to put that out there.
Mm.
Some of these women do need to get some help, and men. So let's make that clear. But quick question. So what do you do exactly? I know you do beauty and stuff like that, but what you like makeup? What industry? What do you touch on?
Most definitely modeling.
Okay. How's modeling going?
Lately, I've started to do competition modeling, but I'm like, no, I'm getting too many requests.
You getting money for that?
Well, I'm getting too many requests to be back on the runway, and runway's very specific with their stats. So
Don't you gotta be skinny though to be a
that's
runway
my
model?
whole point. I was gaining weight because of being in the gym.
Okay.
And I'm not allowed to work out pretty much, just cardio if I would.
But you look good. Do you really want to go
Thank you.
and be that skinny? Just
Well,
to compete to be a model?
Well, upcoming Scottsdale Fashion Week, Phoenix Fashion Week, yeah, it's a fall coming up. That's very
Pressure that
important in
women have to
October.
go through to lose weight, but then you have some of these women out here making records, all on OnlyFans, and you got Victoria's Secret and a lot of these other brands making big girls the new wave, and saying that's healthy. When some of these people are eating 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day and they not even working out.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's dangerous. As a model, these women are be called. These women are be called. Listen,
It's
I'm
different
sorry.
for
Listen, I'm not even
everyone.
trying to laugh at people because it's funny. Sports Illustrated, all these companies, these women are becoming they calling them models. Like, ain't that messing up your industry though? When you gotta be a certain weight, and then a girl who's like 400 pounds, 380, a linebacker should be in the NFL draft.
Oh, stop. It
She's
depends on
going out and she's becoming a model.
it depends on the designer and what their vision is for that collection.
I think they taking L's.
That's just how it goes.
I think a lot of these new owners, they're not a part of this wave. I think they're going to the left, and they're very
Emotional, damn it.
I think America is
Emotional, damn it.
and the reason why I say this is because nobody likes this shit. I do not want to watch sports and look at a 380-pound woman. I do not want to see a Victoria's Secret video or any fashion show
It's
with a plus size
preference.
model.
It's a personal preference.
I understand, and I'm not. Listen, when it comes to that industry, if you're modeling for a plus size business or a corporation or a company, perfect. But when you're comparing women that's 135 to 125 or 115, whatever the weight class is, compared to a woman walking 380 down the aisle after I see a woman that look like the 90s Halle Berry, I'm not interested in that. And I don't think a lot of men, I don't think they know what men want. If they sat down and asked men will be very upset. It's the same big L they take with Bud Light. But
It's
we're not gonna get into that.
It's different.
Emotional, damn it.
Denied.
Emotional, damn it.
That's for Bud Light. But anyway, do you
Love
drink
it.
Bud Light?
I do not,
I don't either.
actually.
I think they just lost another $6 billion. But anyway, so 31. How's the 30s treating you? Is it amazing?
I feel like I'm 20, so
Oh, wow.
I'm being totally honest. I don't feel like I'm 31. Like, I forget.
30's the new 20.
30s is the new
I feel great. I feel like I'm 20, so
oh shit.
I'm not
Dangerous.
lying.
So when it was somebody 31, I always just say women in their 30s because you're still young, so you still have that. You still maybe got 4 years before
Okay,
like it gets
it's
before it
young.
gets like crazy like rough. But women like 37, 38, 39, 44, these women thinking they're in their 20s and they're competing with women in their 20s, and that's where it gets very, very dangerous. Do you agree? Are you competing with anybody in your 20s?
I'm not. I would just mostly look at them as mentors. Like, if they're older women, and I have friends that are way older than me.
But are they in relationships? Are they married?
One specific one, yes. The other one, it probably is not.
So
like on and off.
So they're single, but they
They're
higher
older,
up. Are they in their
yeah.
40s or late 30s?
Late 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just different. I mean, yeah.
Dating for them must suck.
Well,
I mean, they get a lot of options, but that's called fun for the weekend. I don't think any man taking them seriously.
but they question me why I'm single.
Right. Why are you single?
Oh, I've been used to being single. That's like,
Oh, I know.
I don't know.
You're
It's
very
just became my
difficult.
new normal. Like, I'm comfortable. It's fine. It doesn't bother
I just think
me. But
for you, it has to be a guy that hits certain checkpoints that they don't hit. And I think
right.
I think that's what, and it comes down to the balance of you need someone who's actually going to be a leader, not you doing all the leading.
Right, that makes sense. But
Right.
that does bother some men, so
Of course it bothers men because most men are simps. 70% of men are losers, and they have daddy and mommy issues.
and they just portray something in the beginning and it's not really like
Well,
that.
most men have to fake it to make it.
Yeah, that's
and most men have to be
shame.
something they're not just to get what can we say this? To get the kitty cat or what women should call the treasure, but some women give it away freely. I will say
What
this.
if it's mutual?
It's great. If it's neutral, that's fine. That's great. Congratulations to all men that women say, hey, we're on the same page. But the problem is when the book get closed is when a woman is more invested into a guy that's only using her for the weekends. And I think women have to make better choices of the men they sleep with or get with. Because now the problem is if a guy's only dating you and he's having sex with you for casually,
Mhm.
and a baby comes into play, that's very difficult. Some men won't take that because they're losers, but they had to pretend, just like women wear makeup. They don't sleep in it. They take it off. 2 a.m, after she got dick down, she take off her makeup. And sometimes they don't even make it to that. But the point what I'm making is this. Men, they're the losers. The 70% of men, they wear makeup. But it's not makeup that you buy. It's makeup where they hide themselves. So when they get involved with a woman, she's thinking she's getting something, And obviously the guy's playing the game. And then down the line, the woman finds out, but she's too invested. But what happens is this. After that relationship ends, and it's horrible. She has the bad experience. She cries, she's sad. She goes to the next guy. And this guy is better than the other guy, but she takes all that drama into the next relationship where she's fearful. She doesn't ever want to go through that again. And what she does is she shoots herself in the foot. But sometimes relationships get worse. The guy she was actually with was good if she just gave it time. It takes time to build a relationship. I think people want things too quickly. I mean, it takes time. People are dating and getting married in 2-3 years and divorcing in 5 years, having a family and it's broken, and they still in their 20s. This is why I say, like, you
So
31.
Let me ask you a question though. What do you think about the honeymoon stage?
I don't care about the honeymoon stage. I think it's bullshit.
What do you mean you don't care? I mean, well,
I think it's bullshit.
my question is like, how long do you think that even lasts? A month, 2 weeks, like a year? Like, what do you think is like?
If I'm with a girl and I just met you,
Yeah, like
the honeymoon stage lasts 8 hours, and I'm annoyed of you.
and then but I mean, like after that, you're just comfortable. Like
I'm not comfortable.
Like,
8 hours is where I say, okay, damn, this shit was nice and good. After 8 hours, I don't even want you in my presence unless you're doing something for me. And so for me, she has to be an asset in my life after 8 hours. If she's not an asset in my life after 8 hours, she has to go. I think women.
so she's value in your life.
Hell yeah.
How long would the honeymoon stage last?
Fuck a honeymoon. I need value. Within 24 hours, you come to my table. I need value. I need to know you're working for me. I'm not working for a woman. Fuck out of here. And then I no disrespect.
Got it. No.
A man got to be a leader. He got to work for himself. The fuck I look like working for a woman?
Bruh.
What kind of man is a boss or a leader working for a woman? Men lead, women follow. And not all women have to follow. There could be a boss woman out there, but it depends what kind of relationship she has. Can it work? Maybe. It's a small percent, but it can work. But nah, honeymoon stage for me, that's a L. And only simps have honeymoon stage. That's why, man, guys, now, the only way I'm going to have a honeymoon, the only way if I get married. And she can go.
No,
I'm talking about in I get what you're saying when you say honeymoon stage, but I'm saying for me to even imagine that is for me to be married and she can choose anywhere in the world for 30 days. We can go anywhere in the world.
Got it.
Put it on the platinum. Who gives a fuck? But most of these women ain't worth being wifed up. Not happening. I'm focusing on right now the money.
Emotional, damn it.
But, you know what I mean? You say 30's the new 20, a lot of women will say that. And
I just feel that way. Not that it is. I honestly just feel that way.
Well, I mean.
I don't.
But you are single, right?
Yeah.
So that you still have that mindset where going out, enjoying life, being validated by like 1,000 different DMs of men like that. Do men hit your DM like that?
Pretty much.
It's annoying.
Are you mad?
Am I?
Another one.
Am I mad?
You're blushing.
No,
so.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, hey.
I
mean,
it
that's
will
what
never
it
be an
is. I was
issue.
just being honest, but yeah, that's just how it is. That's normal for me, though. I'm. That's what I'm used to. I'm not gonna lie.
I think any girl with a pretty face is used to getting hit. I think she weeds through the 20 men a day that she get hit, and she looks for the biggest simp.
Well, my DMs on like Instagram per se, it's me filtering it out for businesses and stuff.
Do you like real men or do you like simps?
Of course, I like a real man.
But women like simps too.
Right. So this one right here,
would you
likes
rather
a
take
real man.
Would you rather take the simp or would you rather take the real man?
A simp for at least 5 hours.
Oh,
cool.
good Lord.
You stupid.
Until you're done shopping.
Exactly.
Oh goodness.
I mean, at least she's being honest.
timing.
I mean, at
Yeah.
least she's being honest. You know what I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
the heck?
reality is I see shit on Instagram and I have a lot of followers. I don't follow many people, but I see the ones I do follow, and a lot of these women are you know what I mean, putting Cash App in their info. A lot of women are Cash Apping their information. A lot of women have a lot of men in their DMs where these guys are willing to give you a bus pass and bullshit like that. If a girl said my cell phone due and her cell phone ain't even fucking due. You know what I'm saying? Some dumbass man out there sends her phone bill. And phone bills today are what, $200, $300? Because, you know, some of these women got everything. They got insurance. They got 4 or 5 phones. They got a side phone for the side nigga. So much shit going on. Last girl I talked to, her phone bill was $480. And I looked at, it's just you. How much is your phone bill?
Definitely not that much.
What is it?
I have
150?
2 lines on my account,
Oh,
actually.
baller.
I-
Baller alert.
Like, it's reasonable. That's all I have to say.
Who's the other for? Is it your business line? What is this?
It's not my business line,
It's
no.
a personal line?
No, I actually have a 10-year-old, and he has a phone, so I track him down and make sure he's safe.
10 years old. Boy or girl?
He's a boy.
How is it? So this is crazy. I actually
Yeah.
have a 10-year-old son, right? 31. How is it right now as a, because you're single, so obviously you're a single mom. How is it right now? Is it easy or hard in 2023 right now?
I wouldn't say easy or hard. I really wouldn't. I would just say it's doable and I can take care of it. So
Do you need a man, or you don't feel like you need a man?
I would prefer one, but the right one.
What is
honestly.
so if you had 3 checklists, what would be the 3 checklists? Most important 3 checklists for a man to get this native and African.
Oh goodness.
Body.
Okay. Whoa. Just call me Cece. Thank you.
And trust me, she's blessed. She's blessed. She's
Okay,
covering
see.
all of it up, but
Let me
she's
see.
definitely blessed.
Hey.
So what would it take? What would take 3 main things that will
Top
1? Go ahead.
someone who definitely is okay with me having a child, because that seems to be like a deal breaker for some
Bruh.
reason. I'm like, I don't know.
Emotional,
But that's
damn it.
cool. No hard
So
feelings.
you're saying, man, emotional damage?
Well,
'Cause-
just how you're. No, I'm just saying,
so that's 1.
That's one. As long
All right,
as
we're going to put that on a checklist, and we make sure like and subscribe. It's your boy Cash on the Cash Money Dream Podcast. We're going to have people comment and see what they think and how they feel about this. But go ahead. So that's number 1. What is number 2?
definitely someone. Yeah, I know. We're gonna maybe just stop after 2. I'm giving away too much.
I mean, this is important for
2,
men.
I know, but just 2. That's what I'm saying. At 3 is just
No,
it's a bit much.
No, it's not. Because most women have 27 things on their checklist.
Bruh.
Okay.
So you're actually giving us
I know you're giving me 3.
2%.
Okay,
What's number 2?
Okay.
Jesus.
Someone who actually wants to live together.
Why are you gay?
I know that sounds dumb, but it's not for every man. I'm just saying, you have to live with someone to be with someone. Are we going to live in 2 different cities? This isn't no.
So number 2 is what?
To be able to live with
To
the
live
man.
together.
I
Yeah,
get that.
to live together.
So
Doesn't that sound silly? But that's
I mean, for some men don't. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Most men who have high value, they do have separate homes, and these are guys who can afford it. These are guys making $50,000 a month. So if a guy's coming into your life, he's taking care of your kid, he's giving you security. Money's not an issue. You get to drive your favorite car. You have a problem with him living somewhere else?
well, duh.
Oh.
I like the arm
You
of a man.
stupid.
So when I'm laying down, that's what I like. I need him there. Not all the time. I'm
If a
just
guy
saying,
has money and value and he's giving you everything,
and he's physically not there, no.
So what's physically? So in 30 days,
I need the arm in bed. I'm
so
gonna
listen,
need
30 days.
tap.
This calculate this way. 30 days. In 30 days, how many days do he needs to be with you out of them 30 days? He's a busy guy.
Okay, that's
he has
fine.
a career.
At least
He's chasing his $1 million bag. 30 days. How many days do he needs to be with you in them 30 days?
I would say at least 10.
I'm cool with that.
And that's being very reasonable and
Okay, so
I'm good with that.
the 2 out of the 3 are the man needs to be okay with the child
Yes.
and needs to also live with her, or they need to live together. So
under the same roof.
under the
She's-
same roof.
I mean,
Not
you
two
can.
separate homes,
We
but he's
okay to get
saying,
another house. 10 days out of 30 days, that's doable. Because
Okay, so far, they need to be okay with the child. They need to live under the same roof. What's the third thing?
Just being a provider, honestly, and being okay with being a provider, not
so you want a
biatching
man to
about
lead,
it.
right?
Yes, but not someone biatching about it or expecting something or bringing it.
Let me
I
say.
wasn't done.
No, I get this, but let me say something real quick.
Okay,
Men who have position and power, they don't bitch. I don't know why women think
that makes
men.
sense.
men
I'm all for that, but it's not. It's hard to find that. I guess that's what I'm really saying too.
because they simps.
Well, that's why Cece's been single for so long.
No, I get it. But men who bitch about taking care of
What's up, bitch?
responsibilities to be a. to be a man is that's a simp. That's
No.
sad.
I know. It's very sad. Silly to even say, but
So
hey.
I mean, but now you gave me 3 things. I'm gonna give you 3 things.
Okay, I'm going to write this down.
Now you don't need to write it down. You can take a sip though.
Okay,
'Cause
too.
that drink is amazing, and I'm not gonna tell anybody because this video was not sponsored by anybody who drinks.
You are fake
But
news.
if you sponsor us, your shit will be right there at the Cash Money Dream Podcast. That drink's amazing, ain't it?
It's wonderful.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Maybe we'll get a sponsor after this.
Maybe.
But you gave me 3 things. I'm gonna give you 3 things. And this is for women who have children. This have nothing to do with the women that are without children. Okay, so this is for women who have children, especially women with more than one. I say let's just keep it within 2 babies with 2 different baby daddies. But number 1, a man's gonna want a woman who's gonna be submissive, and especially if this woman is coming into his life with a child, because that means he has to protect that child, and that's a huge responsibility. Huge responsibility to protect the kid. So she must act very respectfully into his wishes. Number 2, if she a very beautiful woman and she has a child or maybe 2, I think if she has a social media or if she's on any type of platform, he must overlook it and oversee it. Because a lot of women out here are very beautiful, have 1 child, 2 child, but they still post on TikTok. They still are trying to control some type of validation that they still want to get because they feel like they still on the market. I think once you deal with a guy who take on the responsibilities to raise your child and take care of you, you must give him that power. And if the man respects you and love you, he's going to take care of that energy. That's number 2.
Okay. I like that. Yeah.
And number 3 is the most important thing. She must be an asset in that man's life. She must do everything in her power, everything to help that man be successful. Because if he's successful, you stay successful, and your kid, your legacy, because it's not his. That's not his legacy. He has to recreate with you to have other legacies. But what if that man gets with you and you can't have another child? That's a dangerous part for most men, because men want to have children, especially when they have money and power. So if a man's going to take on all these responsibilities, a woman must be an asset, period. She must be respectful. She must not look like a hoe, act like a hoe. She must, every validation comes from him. Now, she can go out and look beautiful, but, respectfully, it's like if you're dating someone and you're going to go buy a dress, right? Say if you like this dress, it's very beautiful. Do you have a problem sending it to your man and say, what do you think?
No, I don't. I actually like doing that.
Things like that. Some of these women go out and just do what the fuck they want, and they know they're in this type of relationship. And most men want to approve. But like I said, men who approve it and they don't like it, those men are simps. So most men, if you gonna date a woman or be in a relationship with one who has kids, these are the 3 things they look for. And I think a lot of women don't follow these rules, and this is why it eventually fucks up, especially with a guy with value. Do you disagree with any of the things that, when it comes to what I'm saying, what a man will want?
I wouldn't say so, no. Those are very strong views, but they're very much so doable. So, in my opinion.
So, as a woman with a kid, you can do those things.
Yes, I would say so.
Okay, so that's dope. So let's do this real quick. Let's get into a video so we can move on.
Yeah. Let's pull this up here.
The most important lesson I've learned: mess with the chick that like you, not the one you like. The one you like, you're gonna accept all kind of stuff out of it. And y'all know it's true. You're gonna accept all kind of stuff, what you never accept off another chick. And it might be another chick right next door that like you and gonna do everything and keep you right. But you rather mess with this pretty girl over here that's giving you all kind of problems, you dig? That's how the world goes. Not just with the pimp and the whole game. A lot of people have a tendency, the right people they're supposed to treat right, that's loyal and dedicated, they overlook it and they treat the other people right. That mean them no good, no intentions. And that's life.
So basically, he's saying a man should get with a girl that is actually chasing after him instead of the one that he's wanting to chase after. You think that's a smart move?
I think men should not chase women at all. I think a guy has to date a woman that actually is more obsessed with him. She's willing to take the risk.
So you agree? That's exactly what he's saying.
Yes, I completely agree. And I think a lot of men who chase the woman and make it seem like she's the prize, he's the one who takes the L in the end. But don't get it twisted. The woman is the prize, but only if the man is the prize. And what do I mean? And I'll let you answer this. So I'm going to break this down for you, okay? So you can understand. If a man dates a woman and he falls for her, and this woman is doing everything for him, she's treating him like the prize. What's going to happen is that man is going to look at all the women he's fucking, and they all going to disappear. He can have 10 girlfriends. He can have 5 girlfriends. He can have 3 girlfriends. Dealing with that many women is a fucking headache. Okay? Unless you married to 4 women and they all live under one roof or they within the neighborhood. And it works for some people outside this country. But if a man in America, in this Western world, if he's going to commit to you, he needs to commit to a woman that's obsessed with him. And why? Because everything she does, he's going to look at you and say, wow, none of these other women does this. Especially a woman who's ready and willing to compete. If a girl comes up to you and says, hey, your man was with me last night, what do you say?
And
Exactly. Smart answer. And I was going to push something on my tablet, but I don't have to because that, you know what? Women don't understand that. And you know the best thing to say is, so you can have them tomorrow. And it will shock the woman. She'll look at you like, what the fuck? Damn, I want somebody like that. And why? Because when a woman gives that man that much power and let these women know, I don't care who you are. You could be a hoe, you could be a 304, you could be a celebrity, you could be whatever. You can have him, but he comes back home to me. You know what that man does? He looks at you and say, good Lord, why the hell would I get rid of this woman? And guess what? He bends the knee, and then you become the prize. And guess what? It worked unbelievable. I can tell you right now, and I keep saying this. I say this all the time, and I hope it pops up on the screen, wherever the screen is.
okay.
If you look at LeBron James and look at his success, do you not think a man like that cannot get a woman or any woman? I mean, you had, at one point, Rihanna courtside all the time,
True. This is true.
looking at LeBron James shooting her shot. And it could have happened, but it didn't. And you know why? And it's because his woman knew that women will be after LeBron. His woman knew that women would make their attempt. And guess what? She stood her ground. Miami, he was just there. How many championships he win there, Ramin? 3?
2.
2.
But he was supposed to be 7, 8, 9, 20, something like that.
Well, it didn't happen. But he did give them 2. But he did give you 2. And he's GOAT number 2, in my opinion.
So what she said, when you asked how she would react if a woman called her and told her that, she said, and what do you mean by that? Do you mean, and that's okay with me? Keep doing it if you'd like? Or, and, like, is that what you meant?
No, I just don't think it would continue, if anything. I just don't think it's nothing like permanent if there was anything going on between them.
So you're okay with it happening once, maybe twice, but you're not going to leave him for him doing that.
Well, I probably would hold a lot of confidence that it didn't happen for one. So, yeah, it'd be unbelievable to hear that just because girls do come out and just say silly things like that.
But is it gonna prevent your relationship? You got a good guy who's doing everything, a girl comes up and say that bullshit, are you gonna walk away from
You're
it?
saying
I
if it
would-
really did happen.
If it really did happen,
Right.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't just up and leave. No.
Most women do though.
Right. It's
And that's the problem why
right,
50%
personal
of
preference.
divorces, 80% women issue the divorce or walk out of relationship. We don't even, we talking about marriage. We ain't even talking about bitches who date a guy for 3 months and break up with him and break his heart because he didn't open the door. Like, fuck out of here. Chivalry's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know why these people acting like they still in the 70s and 80s and think they deserve this validation or they deserve to be courted when these women come to a man's life with 20 to 30 bodies and he's number 31, 32. It's fucked up.
Stop it. Get some help.
If you got 25 bodies, you open my fucking door. Period. You got 50 bodies, you opening my door. If I'm taking your ass out to a restaurant, spending $600-$700 bills, flying you out cities and doing all this shit, nigga, you better open my door.
Emotional, damn it.
And and guess what? Women who know man value and respect men and know the man has some type of hustle. I just seen a video earlier today, and I'm just saying this. Women respect men that hustle and come from nothing. They respect men that know how to go out and get it compared to men who have everything. Because those men don't understand the struggle. Most women struggle. Can you agree with this?
I agree. I think that's sexy though. What you just said that
Thank you.
man, especially when they come from nothing, and yeah, that's really hot.
I appreciate that. But we about money over here,
Of course.
and I'm not free.
Denied.
It's the worst one. Okay.
But anyway, let's get to another video.
Okay.
See what else we
All
got
right.
up on this motherfucker.
Yeah, we got another one here. Let's see. Here we go.
Here's why your girlfriend should be more like Zendaya. Zendaya is known to be cordial, but not friendly with men. She's dating Spider-Man, and there are clips of her not even letting other guys guide her hand up the stairs at an award show to receive an award. She's basically saying, you dudes don't even exist to me. Y'all might as well be dead to me. I don't want to give any other man any type of room to think that they can ever be anything between us. This is how all women should be when they're in a relationship. What is the point of you being super friendly with other men, even making men think that they even have a shot? She has given her man the confidence that she's only with him. She only thinks about him. That's the security that men are looking for. Other men don't even exist to you.
Okay, so do you agree that if a woman is going to accept an award, walking up the stairs, and allows another man outside of her man to help her up there by holding her hand or arm or shoulder, whatever it may be, it seems like he's trying to say maybe kind of semi-flirtatious.
I think this is so important into how many women are automatically counseled when it comes to a guy dating them or taking them seriously. Men will counsel you silently, and the reason why is because how you present yourself or how you operate. The way she's acting is how a woman should act. No man should touch my lady, ever. Ever. No man should look at my lady or touch my lady. She's mine. And if a woman understands that and she respects that, because this is a conversation people don't have in the beginning of the relationship. If a man's dating a woman, this is the conversation you must have with your woman. So she respects that. If she doesn't respect it, you don't date her or you don't court her. This is why you got to date a woman who wants to date you, not the other way around. But yeah, how you do things, how you handle the woman is the best image of the man, period. You agree or disagree? I mean, and that woman is successful. I mean, there's a black thing going on with her being light-skinned. I hear some shit like her achievements is because she's light-skinned. Get the fuck out of here. That is a real woman. She's a very talented woman. She does amazing things for her community, where she comes from. She does amazing things for her production company or whatever she got going on. The movies I just seen with her, I'm becoming a fan. I didn't even know who she was. I really don't.
I think she's like a Disney. She grew up as a Disney star, I believe.
I once dated a girl who loved her, and she used to always watch Disney. I don't watch Disney, and I used to look at this woman like, "Why are you watching this shit?" We grown, but she was like, "I love her. She's one of my favorite kid idols," and I just like, okay, cool. But for me, I respect her, and I think a lot of women will have to look at some of these women and the reason why they so successful and they have successful relationships and PR and management and go to her Instagram. She ain't out there in a thong, or she's not doing OnlyFans. She don't have a Cash App. This woman's rich, and she's built her empire, and she's not masculine. She's not. She know how to date and act a certain way where it's respected by where she gets the high value men. That relationship might not last. Spider-Man might die. You know what I mean? He might not be Spider-Man in another 2-3 years or 5 years. And it may happen. She might not stay with him. And she might end up with another man. It can happen. But at least we know if I'm going into a relationship with a woman like that, I don't have to be fearful of her having a hot girl summer, girl trip, doing stupid shit where easily a man can touch her. I be in clubs. Come on. You be in clubs? You see, how many clubs you see where motherfucking men touching women? And these women are taken.
That's sad.
Women are now allowed to wear sunglasses in the club. Men can. Women cannot. These women be wearing shades looking at all these other men. They're not happy.
Got it.
Why are you in a relationship?
I'm going to write that down.
You wear glasses in the club?
No.
Do you be looking at other men?
No, I think this is a good question for a woman, though. You see the male perspective on this, on why this guy who made the video we just watched. But do you believe that you're flirting with another man if you allow him to help you up the steps like she chooses not to? So you do see it that way as a woman. Because someone will say, well, I'm not really flirting. You just help me upstairs. What's the big deal?
Right. I definitely see it in
But
her point of view.
It is flirty on both. I mean, both genders believe it is, it seems like. It's not just men. Okay.
Definitely would say so.
Well, there's that. So
Not acceptable.
let's move on. We got one more here for today. And let's see what it is.
What's your Instagram? You want to give that out, or you want to keep
Let's
that private?
hold off on that one for now.
Huh?
All right, here's the video.
Always prepare for women to leave you. I don't care how much money, clout, or status you have, you must prepare for that day that she leave you. One of the realest things I ever heard is, she's not your girl, she's just your turn. You must understand that women are controlled by their emotions. Y'all could be chilling, vibing, having a good time. A thought could come across her mind that ain't got nothing to do with you, and all of a sudden she got an attitude, or now she in her feelings. Your girl could be the happiest woman on the planet in one moment, and then wake up the next day and decide she don't want none of this no more. Every situationship or relationship has an expiration date, so you better be ready for it.
Okay, so do either of you believe that randomly out of nowhere a woman can just get up and leave at any moment in a relationship?
I think this is a great question for a woman. Then I will respond.
And does there have to be a reason for it? Like he's making women sound crazy, so I'm trying to figure out, get to the bottom of it here.
I believe that actually can happen, especially out of nowhere.
With no reason?
Yeah, same with men. It could happen both ways, but
men never really leave relationships.
I'm just saying, don't think that it can't happen, because but either way, both sides, who wants to be SOL, like with nothing outside or locked out, or like, you don't want to deal with that. Like,
can you repeat what he was saying? I heard him, but say it again.
What he's saying is, as a man, you should be prepared and have like a plan B of some sort, because your woman could just get up one morning and want to disappear or be out of the relationship without even a reason, just randomly, like she's crazy.
He belongs to the streets.
The problem is this, and I'm going to say this. CC.
What's the problem? Dying to hear it.
Speak up a little bit. You what?
I'm dying to hear it.
I know you are. Because you know me. And you know I'm a boss nigga. You know
Cheers.
what's up.
Cheers.
You know what's up. But anyway, a man is always happy to prepare himself. Because was this like this in the 40s and the 50s? This shit would never happen. And if it did, it was quiet. You know what I mean? Women have so much power today. Social media, TikTok, Instagram, and when you see a lot of women getting the bag, a lot of women are motivated to be successful just like these women. So if they're dating a guy who's 25, 27, he's young, he could be your dream guy, but he's not doing what certain men are doing, a woman will leave. She will leave you, bro. Why is she staying with you? You a bum. Why? Why are you worrying about a woman anyway? You should be worrying about yourself. You should be worrying about getting into the money. Because you're going to live in your 40s and your 50s where you're going to be lonely and broke. Trust me. The older you get and the broker you are, the worse it is to get a woman. And the man who out there slanging their dicks in the 20s, thinking they're winning, you're losing. You're having babies. You're not becoming good fathers. You're leaving women to complain, and it's the men who's 10 years older have to take care of them. A man must position himself like insurance. You must have a plan B and a plan C when it comes to dealing with women, especially women that are very attractive. Women who think they're 8s and 10s, Instagram models, or a woman that has more validation than you. It's dangerous. What do you expect? If you date a stripper, what did you expect? If you dated a rapper, what you expect? If you dated a model, what you expect? If you dated a teacher, what do you expect? So it's the lane that men choose to go down with. You can't sit here and say, I'm with a 3 or 4 and she's gonna be a wife. Nigga, are you stupid?
He belongs to the streets.
Bruh.
Are you dumb? You have to know what kind of woman you're dating. And even with that woman, you have to have a plan B, plan C. But this is why I say, if a woman's more invested into a man and the man sees that and he has all the money and he's successful, he's going to make you the prize because he's going to see how committed you are to him. And a lot of women shoot themselves in the foot by the shit they post on Instagram, by the shit Twitter is crazy.
What's on Twitter?
Everything.
Well, be more specific. What
I'm
have you
not
seen
gonna have
lately
to.
or last on there that like blows
Everything's
your
on
mind?
Twitter.
Tell me.
Everything. Women, what the shit they post on Twitter, their mothers should be in the grave.
You stupid.
Like 10 feet. And their grandma should be waking from the ground. That I see. Dude, I go on Twitter. Like, I was on Fresh and Fit. You know what I mean? And I don't know why. I was like, I'm going to go into the description. And one of the girls had a Twitter. And I clicked it, and it sent me to her page, and all I see is her getting racked by, like, men
Belongs to the streets.
on Twitter. And then I'm listening to the conversation they're having. Do she brings value? Do she think she's viable in a relationship? And this woman's arguing that what doesn't matter what I do in the past, a man's going to accept me. And they're like, no. She's delusional. You can't be doing that shit on the internet and think it's not going to get to you back in 15, 20 years, man. It's women right now in this world, right now, who done this shit 5 years ago. I know a girl. You know what I mean? She was in the military. She was being run through men in the military. She a very beautiful woman. And then just because she couldn't find a man in her 20s and she served eight years, she went into the film industry. And she did that because the money was good. $250,000 a year sounds good. And she's right now, single mom, no kids, struggling to get a husband. No man would accept her. They wouldn't even give her the weekend. They wouldn't even give her the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They give her Tuesday. That's the only. And I'm sitting there talking to her like, and I'm looking at her like, you gotta find a simp. There gotta be a simp out there for you. Like you say, you'll take a simp for what? 5 hours?
Yeah, that's it.
Just for the shopping
But that's
spree.
not me knowing that he is a simp, obviously. But like, come on, 5 hours.
Can you tell as a woman?
It takes her. She's saying within 5 hours she'll find out. If he's a
Can
simp.
you tell a simp? Can you tell a simp from a high value man or from a guy who just trying to
in 5 hours?
And shout out to all my followers. Shout out to all the followers. Like I'm all fucked up. Shout out to all the followers. Like and subscribe. I'm getting messages right now. I'm gonna respond, but give me a second. Can you take what is the difference to you from a simp and from a high value man? Because you would give a simp 5 hours. So
Yeah, that's it. But I would make sure to ask like reasonable questions within those 5 hours to see like.
okay, so you do. So you
Future
do go in
mindset.
that conversation.
Well, I need to. You have a future mindset to know if they're a simp or not. So
So if he wore high heels on the weekend,
mm,
is that acceptable?
not for me.
If he's like tranny or something like
Right. Not for me.
Bruh.
I'd support him as like a friend, like we, you know.
if he's gay like once a month,
not for me.
not for you.
No,
Okay.
but we could be friends and go out
Cool.
together and dress up. Yeah, fun.
He likes shopping sprees. He spends around $100,000 a month.
On me?
Yes, but Fridays he dressed like a woman.
No,
Is that acceptable?
that's not.
You wouldn't fuck with him?
No, what? No.
Not even for the shopping spree?
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm genuine. No, that's not okay with me. No, that would make me not genuine. Sorry. I just know.
You can punch him in his throat,
Oh,
and he does nothing. He just looks at you, and he walks away and cries.
okay.
Would you date a guy like that?
No, I don't like that. No.
He always complain. He's just like,
Yeah, I
But
don't like that.
he's a
That bothers
complainer, but
me.
he takes care of everything. But he's complaining.
What if he comes home from work crying about his day?
Yeah, he cries all the time. He has
all
tears.
the time. Wait a minute. Let me
No,
answer.
You gotta buy him tissue.
Let me
No, just once. He only cried
cool.
once.
He
Yeah,
cried.
we
coming
can
home from work.
cry. Okay, great. I'm here to comfort.
Fuck that.
period.
Okay, he cried. Well, at least all right. He cried. Okay, he cried.
I'm not that unreasonable. I am not.
He cries 12 times a year. Is this a guy you're gonna date?
No, I don't. 12 times a year.
How many times can a man cry before you say, you know,
In
I'm
a
outta
month?
here?
Okay, in a month.
Stop it.
Like, come on. Like, I don't know. Once every 6 months. How about that? Cool.
How about never?
But I'm just saying, I'm just saying.
Real men don't cry, and if they do, they cry in the shower by themselves, or they cry with their boys. A man
That's
should never
true.
cry in front of a woman.
Right. But if it happens to happen, just
But
know
let me
a
tell you
real
something.
one would
if
be
a
there
man's
to be
crying in front
available.
of you
Comfort.
and you're taking that bullshit, you are with a simp, and that relationship future is not going to work. Can it work? Is there a small percent of people that cry together? Like if you see a nigga watching a movie and he start crying,
That's okay. That's
my
different. If the
listen,
man came home, we said that would
now
definitely
if
be
it's an emotional family videos of a loved one dying or something like that, that's different. I'm talking about a man that's overworked, overstressed, mad at the world, tired of your bullshit,
okay,
and he
well,
comes
that-
home and start crying.
In that case, no.
Okay.
I'm
I'm talking about the guy
We don't
that sees you with another
We
man,
don't care.
a guy who sees you with another man, and he cries. The guy who's in your DM like, what the fuck you doing with that guy? Seeing you threaten messages.
You need tissue?
Those are the guys we talking about.
Well, hey, I get it.
Because I'll tell you this: if you a guy and you see a girl, with, let her be. Bye. I think when a woman cheats or anything, it's unacceptable. A man should never deal with her again. It's the most highest fuckery in the world, and you can never accept it again. You can never talk to her again. You must delete her number. You must get rid of her. You must end that relationship, even if you're married. It won't ever work again. But there's a lot of simps out here. Now, for a high value man, I don't think a lot of high value men cry. I don't think you're gonna catch. I don't think you will ever catch Donald Trump crying.
You are fake news.
This is true. I don't think so. I don't think you would ever catch Jay-Z crying. And if you did on a platform where he's at today, it will hurt his career.
That
Dang.
doesn't have to be publicly.
Well, I'm just saying,
Well,
but
Here,
Tyrese did it.
it doesn't have to be public, though. I'm just saying.
Bruh.
He just came home to Beyonce. Like, you're
and-
shedding a
and
tear.
here's a man crying about child support for $780,000.
Damn it.
But you've been out since probably 96, 97, and you made probably $20, $30 million in your lifetime. And And those are very sensitive men, and we don't approve that over here. And we don't care if you get money, because there's some percent of men who get money, and like Andrew Tate says, because you sit with a guy in a Lamborghini, there are still pussies in Lamborghinis. It's just that simple. Women appreciate men who are not pussies. They appreciate men who have some type of power. Like a simp gets beat up. So if your man got beat up in front of you, would you still be with him?
I don't believe so. No, we need him to be a boxer on demand.
Your son just witnessed him getting his ass beaten, and he's like, "Damn, Dad."
All right.
Damn.
So like,
Why you didn't fight back?
we're supposed to.
What do you do as a woman? What do you sit there and say? What do you say when you seeing your man getting his ass
Stop
beat?
it. Get some help.
I would have to.
Do you stop and get help?
I would make other arrangements. Thank you.
I just want to know, because it's
I would literally just not. I would need a boxer, like I said, on demand.
so you like a man, you like a leader.
Definitely.
You want a
all
man
day,
who can
every day to
you want a
kill
man
the
who can
biggest
provide, right?
roach. Like for everything, if there's a fight, he can hold it down and be boxer. Great, everything.
Do you think it's okay for women to hit a man?
No, I don't like hitting on both sides. No, I don't believe none of that's okay with me.
So when a man, I think this is a crazy subject. I don't even want to get into
No,
it
it's
because
okay. We can touch lightly on it.
yeah, I agree.
I am not okay with
But
that.
if a woman hits a man, what should be the reaction after? She knocked that nigga out almost. She's like, she cut his lip, something.
Separation immediately, like,
I agree.
and get other people involved to make sure you're not coming together or sneaking.
I think if a woman hits you, bro, does anything violent to you, you must leave that relationship and never go back to it. And I grew up, if a woman hits you, you knock her the fuck out.
Bruh.
That's how I grew up. But I don't believe in violence. I don't condone it. You know what I'm saying? But I just think men who get hit by women, they don't respect you. And once a woman hits you, it's like her opening her leg to another man.
He belongs to the streets.
That's how I look at it. So when a woman's touching you like that, she doesn't. You know, men. The most important thing men ask for is respect.
Right.
Period. Like at least, even if we do fuckery shit, even if we do stupid shit, if you show the man still respect and you don't put your hands on him and you talk to him respectfully, even in the privacy of a home, he's gonna listen to you. He's gonna feel stupid, and he will change. Now, not all men change, but good men do, and they will realize that, damn, I really hurt her. I made a bad decision. Let me fix it. Do you agree with that?
I definitely agree. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you believe that that's at the top of the checklist? If a man has a checklist on what he wants out of a woman, is respect number one, or is it second or third? Where is it at, you think?
I would say it's first.
I would say it's number one for a man. Respect is everything. Without respect, you have
fair.
nothing with a woman. This is why I say women who are dating a man, why you got an Instagram? Why you on any social media platform? Why do you care what people want to? Why do you care for validation? If a woman is so invested into her man, she ain't gonna have none of that shit. And it's a lot of women with no social media. I meet a lot of women who I go out, we chilling, and we interact with friends or people like that, and they ask for my information, and I hit them with my IG or something, and they be like, I don't have social media. Can I have your number? And I'm shocked. And when they say that, I'm more invested to give my phone number, because I don't give my number to anybody. Do you give your number to anybody? Because when them DMs come, do you give your number, even if they got a blue check mark?
Definitely not.
Okay,
Stop.
I'm just asking.
Okay.
You
We're
sure?
not thirsty over here. That's what
So-
we're
so
not.
hold on.
I told you I'm comfortable with being single.
so-
I promise you.
So if St. John hits you up,
I really. No, we're not.
if St. John hits you up, what's up?
Gonna.
Oh, St. John just hit you. What's good?
Hey, I just
CC, what's good? Why you lying?
I'm not lying. I'm
fake
just
news.
This dude's on the
Stop
island
it.
right now pushing McLaren. He hit you right now in the DM, say, I think you would be good for the week with me. What do you say to that?
Bruh.
If I'm still single,
You're
hey.
single right now. You off the market.
You're making me nervous right now. This is too much.
Put them headphones back on and listen to this damage. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
She know I know her.
Why?
She know
why
I
did
know
you do
her.
that?
She know I know her. We ain't
If
even
I'm
gonna
still
get in that.
single,
Shout out to
yeah.
my
Oh,
man
okay.
St. John, man. He always
No, you
in
don't need the
Miami.
ending. Okay, great. That's
Shout
fine.
out to Liv too. one of the craziest places to party, man. But anyway, but we do have to wear masks in the VIP when I'm around motherfuckers. But anyway, so point being is you do respond to DMs if it's a certain person and you were capping.
Stop the cap.
That is not fair.
I know it's not, but this is chess.
I wouldn't not want to be hit up on social media by him. Let me just say that.
Okay.
Or anyone that's up there.
So you rather the approach where you see him personally?
Yeah, that blue check in person.
Okay.
You know, like they're
So
checking.
guys trying to sign in DM, they get no play.
I don't like that.
Okay. That's cool, and I that's what I'm saying. I think
I've also had this though happen. Like they seen me in person and they said, "Hey, I sent you a message, but you probably never seen it on Instagram." So I'm just saying that happened too. So I'm just saying, I like that.
okay. I guess what I'm saying also is this, like
Yeah.
for a guy to be serious with a woman,
Yeah.
and for a woman to take a man seriously, to show that you serious and you are committed to this man is get rid of your social media. You don't need it.
That makes total sense.
Unless you're a model, unless you like
Right. Unless that's the income.
the woman who
Yeah.
was basically saying, I don't need a man touching me. I have a man. Unless you're in a position where you, obviously, if you're an actress or entertainer, you have to have a social media. And usually your PR, your management group overlooks that, but at least have your husband involved in something. And some women will disagree to that. But
I wouldn't see that as a problem personally.
I just think women who really want to be in a relationship, I mean, there's an actress, man. She's huge. And she validates her man. I don't even know her name. I got to find her out. But she's an actress. She's pretty big. But her manager is her husband. And he overlooks everything. Even though she has a PR and she signs big movie deals and shit like that, I got to find her out. But she knows who she is. I don't even have to say this. She knows who she is. But she let her man manage her page. So she don't see none of that bullshit because the second it comes over, it's blocked out. See, the problem is what a lot of women don't understand is even though you're beautiful, right? Because there's a lot of women out there that's beautiful. It's the point that you're in a relationship and you're dealing with a man and these men are still trying to knock you off the train tracks. And most women fall off just because they think, I'm going to say it again, I call it elevator. They think it's better on the next level. And it is. It is sometimes. But eventually you get to a level that is empty. And being alone in your 30s is scary.
Only if you feel alone. Okay.
Right. You don't feel alone?
Okay, personally, no. I'm happy. I know.
Are you sure you don't feel alone?
Very much so. Not capping.
Emotional, damn it.
Actually, not so. It's the honest truth. Yeah.
Okay.
I do like a physical touch. I mean,
I'm just saying, you're 31, so 4 more years. If the relationship is not kicked and you want to have more kids, right?
I would like to. Yes.
2 more.
Sure.
How about 5?
Together, including the one like forward.
Yes.
Sure, I would be open to that.
Okay, and are you okay if a man say if you have 3 and that's the most you can have? Are you okay if a man has a child with another woman because he's chasing his legacy?
Chasing his legacy. I'm not sure I like that one. That one really bothers me.
Why?
It just bothers me.
So a man can't build a legacy?
Yeah, with me.
But he already done that. He has 3 with you.
There's different ways to build legacies.
He doesn't want to adopt. He doesn't want to do that. He wants his seed into another woman just because he wants more children.
Well, I'm
so that's a
like
problem when it comes to deal breaker to a lot of women. Why do women feel like they can control a man to his legacy when a man is known to build his legacy towards your family be stronger? Think about this. I just want to say this. If you have 3 kids with this man and he has 10 other kids and these kids all become successful, and sometimes kids don't come successful, but the more kids, you more opportunity, more chances. What if one of his sons from another relationship actually becomes like a billionaire and your son has an opportunity to get involved with his stepbrother and they go in and they create more wealth for the family? Wouldn't that be a successful thing compared to a woman some women who will be selfish? I'm not saying this should happen to all men, but only men who have power. Because there's men out there, we can name a lot of men out there that are billionaires and they got like 5, 6 baby mothers. It's sad that when it comes to black people, they criticize us, but there's a lot of white people with money and they have 5 to 6 baby mothers and they're never criticized. They'll never be put on the platforms But they talk about Future, Nick Cannon. They knock all these guys, not including how hard these men work, not including how hard these men do things for their children and their families. They don't talk about this shit. They just criticize them and knock them because they think they just run around smashing a whole bunch of women and getting them pregnant. Now, some men do this, but if they're taking care of their responsibility, is it really a L? A legacy matters.
For someone that's specifically like me, I would take it in consideration, but it's not something I'm jumping for joy for.
And that's respectfully. I'd rather hear a woman's willing to sit down and listen and say, I'm willing to take it in consideration. Right?
Well, cheers.
I mean, cheers.
Got him.
That's what I'm saying. But it depends. It's only a certain type of man that can do that.
Right, of course.
Okay.
Not every man can handle that, honestly. Yeah.
Well, look, I appreciate you being on the Cash Money Dream Podcast. It's your boy Cash.
Fun.
CC. And I think we can have you back as a guest. Would you like that?
I think so.
You think so? Or you know so?
I believe so.
Okay.
You might just see me again.
Okay, for sure. And hopefully the next time we sit down, we'll have some other crazy conversations, see where you are in your life and how business is going. Do you want to give out your Instagram or you want to keep that private?
Let's go ahead and do it, I guess.
What's your Instagram?
So it's Fash Icon Kate.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And you guys send her a DM. She is in the modeling industry. She does model, and she's very talented. I actually seen her in person.
Just email me. Don't DM
She's
me.
very good at makeup, and she's probably one of the best weave rollers I ever met. For sure. I wish I could have shown. Oh man. But it's your boy Cash. Thanks for following. Cash Money Dream Podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on all our platforms. We're here. And we're gonna have a guest every other week, okay? So it's your boy. We out of here. Deuces. Thank you for watching the Cash Money Dreams Podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Stay tuned. Every week we drop in a new episode. It's your boy Cash, man.